I've actually compiled a list out of respect to American you get to keep your money day. A list of taxes that we pay. You know, we talk about income tax. We talk about property tax. We talk about, in New York City, a soda tax. I mean, we've got all these fees and taxes, and I actually compiled a list with a couple of articles I read of taxes that we don't pay much attention to. An air transportation tax. You ever looked at how much you were charged when you fly on an airplane and what you're charged? How many of you have gone to a hotel and you book the room for $139 a night, and you wake up the next morning and there's a sheet, an invoice, a bill under your door for $175, and you're like, well, I did $139, $175, and there's a tax on this. There's a tax on standing in front of the window. There's a tax on you turn the air conditioner on twice. Right.
Did you flush?
Yeah, your wife weighs too much, and we saw her, walking in front of the window. I mean, there's a tax for everything imaginable, and the $139 room turns into $179 or $80. Same thing with air travel. Here you go. A biodiesel fuel tax. Truckers know what I'm talking about. They're building permit taxes, building regulation fees. Business registration fees. There's a bill in Columbia now. I better be quiet. I better stop talking about confidential conversations I have on the air. No, I'm not. I've already. There's a bill in Columbia now being bandied about that will deal with business registration fees, and municipalities around the state are not going to like it. Wow. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
A lot of the revenue generated by city government is business registration fees. I've never understood that. I mean, I was in government. I've never understood why somebody has to pay a registration fee to do business. Because I had somebody tell me one day, well, you got to be registered. I said, well, I mean, why? Why is that? I mean, I'm doing business in the city now, and you're telling me I can't do business until I get this registration fee, and I've got to have this registration fee to be allowed to do business, but I'm doing business now. But it's a revenue generator. And a lot of these things are simply and solely revenue generators because government is a big monster, and it consumes everything you put it its way. And anyway, if you get its hands on more revenue, it has a natural tendency to travel that road. Capital gains taxes, cigarette taxes, court fines, disposal fees, dog license taxes, driver's license fees, employer health insurance mandate tax. Not only are you mandated to have health insurance, you're taxed on this employer health insurance mandate tax. Employer Medicare tax. Business owners know what I'm talking about there. Employer social security taxes, environmental fees, estate taxes, excise taxes on comprehensive health insurance plans. That's kind of a surcharge on some of these comprehensive health insurance plans. Federal corporate taxes, federal income taxes, federal unemployment taxes, fishing license taxes. You're paid to buy a fishing license, and then you're taxed on the purchase of buying the fishing license.
Wow.
I just got to believe that's what Jefferson had in mind.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Jefferson said when a good American citizen chooses to fish in our rivers and streams, I think the Constitution affords the government a right to make him buy a license and tax him on the purchase of that license. Surely that's what our founders intended when they created the federal government. Flush taxes. Yes, in certain big metropolitan areas, you're taxed on the number of times you flush your toilet. There's an algorithm in place. They don't actually have a camera in your bathroom, watching you do your business and flush your toilet. They don't do that, but they have a calculus. And if your sewer if you can use this much sewer, then they make a projection that you probably flushed your commode this many times, and you're taxed accordingly. Food and beverage license fees, franchise business taxes, garbage taxes. Bear with me. If you notice, I'm just in the G's. Gasoline taxes, gift taxes, gun ownership permit taxes, hazardous material disposal fees, highway access fees, hotel taxes. Parentheses, these are becoming quite large in some areas. You better believe it. When I went to New York City and we asked for a rollaway bed, they'd charge me a rollaway bed tax. Welcome to the Big Apple. Hunting license taxes, import taxes, individual health insurance mandate taxes, inheritance taxes, insect control, hazardous materials licensing fees, inspection fees, insurance premium taxes, interstate user diesel fuel taxes, inventory taxes, IRA early withdrawal taxes. You get your money, but we're going to tax you on it if you get your money too early. If you get your money earlier than we think you should get your money, then we're going to tax you for getting your money. IRS interest charges, that's tax on top of a tax. The fees and fines for late and things like that. IRS penalties, that's another tax on top of tax. Library taxes, license plate fees, liquor taxes, local corporate taxes, luxury taxes, marriage license taxes, Obama surtax on investment income. That was the 3.8% surcharge on investment income that went to help pay for. It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Making me mad.
Parking meters, passport fees, professional licenses and fees. You can't paint somebody's nails unless you have a license and pay a fee. You can't wash anybody's hair. Of course you need a license to paint somebody's nails. We're all unsafe if somebody's shampooing somebody else's hair and the city or state government don't have a license or a fee. Property tax, real estate taxes, recreational vehicle taxes, registration, toll booth taxes, sales taxes, self-employment taxes, sewer and water taxes, septic tank permit taxes, school taxes, service charge taxes, telephone 911 taxes, telephone federal excise taxes, tanning taxes. Remember the tanning bed in the Obamacare. There's a tax now on tanning beds that help pay for Obamacare. Running out of time. Not running out of taxes, running out of time. Back in a minute. Good morning, PD. Live 95.
You have to pay a tax to cut your own grass, though.
Mow your lawn.
Mow your lawn.
If you mow your lawn, you're taxed. If you cut your grass, you don't have to pay.
There you go.
Back in a minute.